All right. I guess I'm on. Um, hey, it's 6:30. Okay, good. I have till 7. I have a client at 7. In case this is going out to anybody that I have not met yet, my name's Diane Hockman, and I live in Connecticut. And I've had a home business for 22 years. And this weekend, I had a bit of an existential crisis. Um, Now, I looked up because I wanted to make sure I wasn't saying something goofy. An existential crisis is moments when an individual questions whether their lives have meaning, purpose, or value and are negatively impacted by the contemplation. It may be commonly, but not necessarily, tied to depression or inevitably negative speculations on purpose in life, such as the futility of all effort. The issue of the meaning and purpose of human existence is a major focus of the philosophical tradition of existentialism. And I could go through the history of Kierkegaard and all this other, all these people that wrote about this and talked about this. But the idea is basically there are times in your life where you just stop and question and you go kind of down. And it happened to me this weekend. Feeling better today, spent time with people today. But basically here, and last night I made a post and I got like 4 gazillion people reaching out to me. And I so appreciate everybody who did. Um, I don't know why I posted it. I took it down, but um, for those of you that are catching up on the story, a month or so ago, I landed in the hospital with COVID and couldn't breathe. And I was admitted to the ICU and I left in 7 days of my own, able to walk on my own feet, not needing to take oxygen, which most of the other people I know that had to still have a pulmonary embolism. I'm actually going for 2 doctor's visits this week, looking to see how it's doing. I think we're doing much better. I'm on blood thinners. I haven't been on any medication, so just even remembering to take my medicine is a big deal. And then, I'm not somebody who wants to go down the medicine route. So, I'm looking to get off of it as soon as I can. So, in any case, 7 days, 7 scary days. The first 3 days were super scary because they were really, threatening to put a tube down my throat. And I was scared and I was on high force oxygen and all of this stuff that happened. And then miracles happen. And I talked the other day, if you catch my live the other day, about the Golden Girls or God. And I talked about how I turned off the TV. It was the only thing I had. And I really talked to God for a little while. And again, whatever you want to call it, the universe, spirit, whatever makes you happy, do your thing. So this weekend, I've been following 2 stories, one person that I know pretty gosh darn well, and one person that I don't know, but I know of. And both of them have been very, very sick. And one of them was about my age. I love you too, Lisa. About my age. And he was really sick and getting worse. And each day his wife would share what was going on. And, they basically said that we were at a point where, it was going to take a miracle for him to survive. And he didn't. And he didn't. And a ton of us know him and have been with him at events. And he actually did all the video when I had Gary Vaynerchuk come to speak for my birthday a few years ago. He agreed to come up from Philly area, and really good guy. And I'm going to just admit that I felt like an asshole the other night. I don't know if are you allowed to say that on these mediums? Because while everybody was mourning him, I was thinking about myself. And I just kept thinking, why him? Why not me? Why was I let off and he wasn't? Why? And I'm not talking about who had a vaccine and who had this and who had what health condition or whatever like that. I'm talking about just our spirits, our souls, Um, do I have an assignment, or was it just random, or was it, uh, what was it? And so I felt, like I said, like a jerk because everybody was messaging me. Like the whole world was messaging me before, like I found out from a message, right? Everybody was messaging me because I'm like one of the mama bears of the space. And all I wanted to say was, I was just there. I was just there. I was just there. And it was a dark night and a dark day. In fact, the Saturday I got up, because this happened Friday night. And Saturday I got up to go out to my parents because it was my parents' anniversary. And like I wasn't really down for it. My sister was coming in. I saw one sister last week and other sister was coming in. So I went over and I didn't stay the whole time because I just wasn't in a good place. And I came home last night and I had another kind of dark night. And I'm only talking about this because I think that we all go through these, and we all run businesses, or most of people I hang out with me do run businesses and have all these different things going on in our lives, and then we get these periods of why did that fall apart, or why didn't that happen. I went through this when my husband left. Why? It was very dark. This one was really different because this wasn't about, that one was about, will I ever be loved? Does anybody love me? Do people care about me? All that type of stuff. This one was existential. What is the meaning of my life? What am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be saying? Am I supposed to be working with people with home businesses, or am I supposed to be doing something else? Where's my voice? Where does my voice belong? Am I supposed to go just get a job and live a daily life and not, aspire to something much larger in greatness? Am I supposed to sit down and maybe go hide in the woods, because that's what you do when you're having an existential crisis, and write that book or two? What am I supposed to do? Who am I? It sounds so stupid, but it's so real. And I think that almost all of us have gone through that period in our lives. And then here's the kooky part. You got to get up and you got to work, right? And you're having all these questions. Or I had to go visit my parents and smile, right? Or I had to get on a webinar. You have to do this. I just did a skills clinic. By the way, if you don't know about the skills clinic, make sure you're on my list at dianehockman.com. Those are going out to the public. I did one this afternoon. It was great. I did a skills clinic, but I chose to do the skills clinic. It wasn't planned. I popped it off real quick because the one thing I know is that for me, if I get dark, I know I'm not supposed to admit I get dark. I know I'm not supposed to admit that I'm a real human being. I know I'm just supposed to write email letters that sell, right? And we're supposed to just learn all of these skills to make us rich, right? Now, I know when I get dark, the best thing for me is people. It's also the thing I tend to avoid the most, right? I'm dark. I think I'll hide. I'm dark. I am still in pajama pants, and I had a pajama top on, but I figured I had to talk to people before, and I have a client a little bit. So I actually did put on a bra and a clean t-shirt, and I have a cap on because my hair is disgusting. I suppose I could take it off and I could put my hair back up, right? Take off the thing. Is there anybody else out there that's ever had a period like this? Anybody ever out there that ever asked why? Why me? Why this? Why now? Or do we all live in happy land? Do we all live in everything's wonderful, happy Sunday, happy Monday, happy Tuesday? Or does anybody else want to admit that sometimes it gets weird, and sometimes we feel alone, and sometimes we feel isolated, even though surrounded by, I have thousands and thousands, I have many wonderful, very close friends, and then I have thousands and thousands and thousands of people around me. but it still gets dark. I think the thing that was hardest was, when I went to the hospital, there was no time to think because you can't breathe, right? I couldn't breathe. So I didn't realize till Friday night that I didn't remember a lot of stuff that went on. And I think I glazed it over in my mind because I was so excited that I got better because I had been scared that I didn't remember a lot. And Friday night, I remembered a lot of things. Um, Friday night, I remembered a lot of things about what went on. Um, but here's what's funny. I felt more alone and freaked out on Friday night than I did when I went to the hospital. Somehow, some way, when I was in the hospital, I knew that I was gonna be okay. I was scared and I was nervous because they were poking me with needles and all that stuff, but I wasn't scared of not being able to breathe because I knew that they put the oxygen on me. I responded, and I wasn't scared of dying. Um, in fact, I was more concerned about getting out because I had somebody who came here to work with me, and I left them high and dry. I was more concerned about my parents who were petrified for me, and they don't need that. I was more concerned about getting better to get out for people. But Friday night was when I felt sorry for myself. And I really, 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 really questioned uh, my role. Not that I would, I didn't feel like bad, like dark, like I was going to hurt myself or anything like that. I've never felt like that. Thank God. I know a lot of people have. I haven't. I don't go to that place, but I do go to a place of existential crisis, questioning the meaning of my words, my life, my work, my relationship, my love. Um, hmm, Karen, you know what I'm talking about. So I guess I want to come out tonight to one, thank everybody who reached out to me from that post, which is now gone because I don't need people to continue. I'm good now. I got it under control. Two, to let everybody know that we're all humans and we all go through different things. Three, I'm very sad about David. Um, I'm very sad about the whole situation with COVID. I'm very sad that people are getting sick, and it seems like, now in the beginning it was one thing, but now it's like you just don't know what's up, what's down, what's this, what's that. And I'm sad about the way we treat each other in this time. Yeah, I'm sad about the way I got accused of all different things when I was sick. Some people told me I got sick because I took a COVID test. Some people told me I got sick because of the vaccine I had. Some people told me I got sick for taking any vaccine. Other people told me that I got sick. It was like everybody had a theory, and they were all directed at me, like I did something wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a good person who loves people. And if I made a mistake, it was just to go somewhere to love on some people. And if that's what I did wrong, and that's going to be the end of me at some point, I'll go down that way gladly. I'll go down that way gladly. Who are any of us to judge anybody? I heard people saying things about this gentleman who's gone. Hey, if he had certain beliefs and he stuck with them and they led to his demise, I don't know the circumstances, but if that's the case, I can respect that. I don't know. What I know is we all need to love one another. And we need to do it in our businesses. We need to do it in our lives. We need to respect one another. We need to, well, I'm sitting here telling everybody what we need to do. It's not for me to tell anybody what they need to do. I know what I need to do. I need to I try to be as loving as I can, but yeah, man, I got a little judgment up my sleeve. I got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just like we all do. But I don't want to be like that anymore. I don't want to, the person who passed, the last time I talked to him, it wasn't great. He was starting a project and wanted something and I couldn't provide it and it was kind of awkward and great guy and just kind of worked out that way. And I feel sorry that I didn't get to have another wonderful time with him before he left this plane. Um, and if I had it to do over again, I'd do it differently. And maybe not with him, but with everybody else, I do have it to do it over again. So, so that's it. That's all. I got to go talk to a client. I just want to come out. I mentioned earlier in the week, I promised someone I was going to do a live every day. And I know I'm supposed to do a live about, how to write a letter or something else, but that's what I do in the skills clinics. This is just me rambling, talking about what's up. I just didn't have it in me yesterday, so I didn't do one yesterday. Please forgive me. I love you guys. Go spread some kindness, go spread some love. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.